Hello everybody, it's William here. So let's continue our journey of sculpting. So previously we got the basic shape of the hand ready, and let's it's so smooth, right? It's basically we just use the grab brush and the smooth to do this basic work, but that's clearly not enough. So I'm going to add a little bit detail to it. So first, in order to add a little bit detail, let me just make it pretty big and get our more real space here. So okay, and once you're done, you will notice that here you should push it inside a little bit. So we already added the detail part, so we're not going to use the grab brush, but rather let's use this one. Okay, let's use draw to push it inside a little bit. Okay, of course, if you're holding control, you can clearly draw the inside. And let me make it subtle. Push it inside, up, change direction, push it inside. So you sort of give it a bony feeling here, right? And then of course you can use the smooth brush to smooth it out so it won't get weird, but you need to add a little bit indication that there is a bony output here. And let's use this clay strip brush. Is one of the famous and my favorite brush of all time because we can add detail here. So let me make it fairly small, pretty subtle, because we don't want to go to the other side of it. So let's add sort of digital landmark here. So let me get all this bony part out, extrusion out. Okay, and I think we got the bony part here. So let me make it a little bit closer so you guys can see it. Yes, we got the bony part. Do be aware of this issue of okay, so we got the knuckle, we got all this bone indication, we got this another knuckle. I think we got this sort of a separation of bone and all the veins, right? And a little bit indication. We don't want too much of that. And I can get it big and left and right to get this sort of bulge a little bit. And then we got this fingernail parts. I think we're going to use this to carve it in a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so of course you are going to see sort of indentation here and there, because if you look at your finger, you got this the first curve, I think is here. Sorry, let me just make it. The second curve will be I think maybe here. Okay, so adding a little bit, and then the last one will be here. Adding the bony part and adding a little bit curve. Okay, so the size clearly not good. Let me adjust that by pushing the side in a little bit. The bony part need to be extruded out. The center part out, rest going in. But the root area need to have more sort of a volume. But here I think I need to push it in a little bit and change the shape. So it stretches it out a little bit. So we got this. I got the brush functionality here. Okay, pretty good. So we sort of got the different section. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, pretty good. And of course, once you got this digital landmark, you can go to the other side of things, and clearly we need to fine-tune this part as well. Let me just push this part inside a little bit, because I think when I look at down here, it's a little bit different than what is expected. Let me just carve this curvature inside, because you sort of leave the mark if they curve. Okay, so I think the carve is not right. If they curve, you got this part. I think this sort of connection with the palm, so this will definitely got a carve inside. Let me add in strength a little bit. Okay, so carve is in. You don't need to make it perfect. It's just a sort of digital mark that you know that you're going to work on this place later on. And this part need to grab out as well as pushing. Grab out, pushing, grab out, pushing. Okay. And here, so corresponding curve should be here. Okay. And here, corresponding curve should be here. So all these cards should have logic behind it. So you can't just leave the cards here and there and without worry about the anatomy. That's the very reason why we need anatomy. Okay. So if they got a bony part, I think this most likely got a bony part and curve. This would definitely got a bony part, and this would definitely got a bony part. So I'm looking at my hand right now, so I think I got this sort of indentation at the center, and the bulginess at the left and right side of it. And remember, you can even carve it to the side to make the sort of a digital landmark a little bit more prominent. So when you actually doing the detail, you will know when you should carve. Okay, so the left and right clearly not at the same place here, so we need to fix this. As you move along, it's like you're designing the human anatomy. Okay, you sort of redesign that, and you can see the difference of your sculpture and the real life scenario. So this part definitely is not logical. So maybe the curve will go up, or the bulginess will go down. Okay, I'm going to make it both. Okay, so let it go down and make this part go up, and we can fine tune everything else later. This part needs to bulge as well, so let me go a little bit fine tuning. Grab it to right a little bit. I think whole finger need to go left. Okay. I think if you look at this way, the bone should be sort of straight and adding a little bit curvature down. So I'm going to just gradually decrease the area that I'm influencing and give it nice curvature down. And I think this, especially the right side, needs to be fine-tuned as well. And if you're first time doing this, you will get a little bit frustrated about the finger. You think that, well, this is a pretty small part. Why is it so difficult? But don't worry. Even computer and artificial intelligence got a pretty hard time study the anatomy, and just to get it not so off do require a lot of training data. So you sort of treat yourself as a AI, and you will see that this is not so easy. You do require a little bit training, and that's normal, that's natural. So don't get too frustrated if you can't get everything work in the first time. Okay, this is pretty natural. I think I might overdo this part a little bit. Just rub it out and maybe just smooth it. Smooth it more. If you see it can't be changed too much, you need to remesh this. Okay. And don't forget, we also got our thumb here, and I think it's a little bit thin. Okay, so let me add a little bit of detail by using this brush. Okay, so the bony area definitely needs to stress it. That's definitely too much. Let me just give it much more subtle changes. Okay, so if you are not holding control, it's extrusion. You sort of extrude it out. And let me add another one here. Okay, so we got 2 digital landmark. In fact 3. This will be another bone here. Okay, and this one and this one. Okay, so sort of the bone will be here. Okay, so yeah, and I think the thumb parts need a little bit of fine tuning. Just stretch this a little bit, make it more rounded than this too pretty sharp feeling. Okay, so yeah, of course we got a sort of meaty part here and there, so need to let's just gently push this inside, get a pretty nice shape. And remember, just like this index finger, it's sort of all connected together. Okay, so you can push in and add digital landmark later on, or you can just using a rule of thumb to do that. Okay, it's definitely extrusion too much. Let me just push it in a little bit. Okay, let's smooth this out. This part is badly made, I think, so let's just smooth this out. Let me grab this out a little bit. I think lacking of lens will make it weird. So I thought of thinking the hand sort of go this way, and this will be the nail. So in my head, I am thinking about something like this, okay, and then we got this bony area here, okay, and we got a bone, and we got another extrusion here. So that's basically what I'm imagining in my head right now. So if you look at here, okay, you look at this way, so it won't be completely, the point to you direction, but rather it should be sort of extruded, okay. So you can of course using grab brush to make it more prominent by push this part in and say it's extruded, okay. This is more yeah, this is more like it. So right now you don't need to worry about the rest of the fingers, you just need to got this finger, right, and the rest is just copy and paste and adjusting the size of it. And remember that I said we need to look at our hand from different angle. I think we sort of need to look at from this angle because we haven't done anything about this angle yet. So let's try to do that. So this is pretty flat. It shouldn't be the case. Okay, so if you already got this sort of landmark here, so our corresponding places, which is the opposite direction with this, you should get this part as well. But this is not as prominent as this part. Okay, so so basically, if you look at your hand from let me just use this angle. So if you are reaching out your left hand, you should see something like this. Okay, and because we can change direction all the time. Okay, should be something like this. And the thumb right here, let me just use my pen. The thumb right here should be extruded, so it won't be able to see the most part of it. Okay, it's just half of it, and we get this digital landmark here, and remember, it go back to the hand like this, and I think we need to push it inside a little bit because we don't want too big hand, so this will be pushed inside along with this carve thing. Okay, so it should be this way, and the left side got a little bit out of reach and should go straight up to the rest of fingers. So if you look at it, you got the finger maybe just this place, okay, you got the finger this place, and then you got another one here, okay, and then another one here. This should be the longest one, okay, and then the finger right here. So you sort of need to yeah, got a basic idea of what is going on rather than just yeah, just imagine things. Okay, so you just hold down your hand and you can get this. This will be a much more push, and this just a gentle lift to get a sort of a rounded shape, something like that. Okay, so let's just do that, and so I can just push it back like this, okay, and become more subtle like this. Okay, so once you're done, you can just look at the result, and hopefully it's not so weird. Okay, because you don't want any abrupt change. And the left side, you need a little bit bulginess here, but nothing too much because you sort of already finished these parts at the left, and the left should be a sort of a straight line rather than this right side. Okay, and at here, let me turn it around a little bit. Okay, so if you look at your hand from, I think it's you sort of need a mirror, or maybe you use your camera. You got a selfie mode and look at from this way. Okay, so this should be a curve rather than a straight line. So I'm going to push it up a little bit, but nothing too much. The reason for that is that we got also a meaty area at the side, so I'm going to stress that as well. So the first part is that we need to push the whole hand up to a more relaxed position. Okay, so this is get a pretty relaxed position, and of course you are going to stress this meaty part. So I'm going to make it small and just get this part out a little bit. And remember, if you think there's too much of a stretch, you can use this clay strip brush, and just to remember, you need to fine-tuning it, and don't do something too rush, because it might change the other side of things. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so do be extremely careful about it. Let me just make it pretty subtle. Yeah, I think. And yeah, so sometimes yeah, it's need to be extremely careful about it. So if you can't do it, you need to adjust the size, remesh it, and do that again, and check the other side of it. Okay, so this is a pretty nagging problem. And at this part, you can hold out your hand, okay, so as if you're looking at your hand, and you can make the changes here. So this part should stretch out a little bit, okay, so, and this should got a sort of meaty part because we got this bone here, and the rest of it will got the muscle to pull this to for you to grab things. So this definitely needs a little bit volume. Okay, as I'm sculpting, I'm looking at my hand, literally looking at my hand right now. So yeah, you can do that as well. And this part I think needs a little bit grab, but nothing too fancy. It's got a sort of a meaty pad. You got this here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, and we can cover all the details later on. For now, let's just get this area filled up. Grab it. We'll stretch that a little bit. I think this part should be go up. This should be go inside a little bit. And I think the proportion is not good, because clearly this part is too short relative to this part. So let me think of the way of fixing this, because this look as if it's he got a pretty large palm, and yeah, I think I got this part need to fix as well. Let me fix that, okay? Then grab this out. Maybe push this inside a little bit to get this thumb more prominent, because if you look at the bone here, this is definitely a digital landmark, and the separation should be pushed in. Okay, the separation point should be pushed in, and this will give you a hint of how much you want to push in. Remesh this often to make it adjust the parts, and I think I might just get whole finger out a little bit. Just push it in. It's too small. So we'll carve the finger out, like it's sort of inside, but nothing too much. This is not like this part, because this part do need a much more carving than the other side. Just to give it more poly. Smooth it along the way. And I think if you look at it, it got this landmark 1 and 2, and the rest is the connection area. Let me look at here. This is a good angle for you to compare your hands with decoration. So I'm going to grab some part of it out, push some part of it, and yeah, pretty good. This is much more good than previously, because the previous 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 should stop it there, and so I'm going to adjust that. So I'm going to scrap this part because the proportion is not good. Just scrap that digital mark and make it here. Or maybe just push everything up. And yeah, let me just push everything up, because if I do that, the proportion of the palm will be pretty small, and that's not good for our sculpting. So yeah, I changed my mind. Let's just get everything out a little bit. So basically we're just carving the thumb part, but get the rest of it remained. Okay, so basically I'm going to push it up, so just to get this cutting point connected with this point here. And this finger will be a little bit short, so I'm going to maybe just mask it and change that, because the rest of the proportion I think is good, so I don't want to change the rest of it, but just this finger. It's common practice to do that. Invert it and set pivot to a mask, and let's scale it. Okay. Yeah, pretty strange. Where's my... Okay, it's right here, so let's go that way. Oh yeah, because I use my pen and my digital pad, so it becomes a little bit hard for me to navigate. So just bear with me, and maybe just yeah, let's just invert that, or just get rid of that and check the results. Let me use my I think maybe the proportion is not so good. They're pretty strange. Let me just use the first person shooting game mode. Then we can change the go down, go up. Yeah, we definitely need a little bit grab to move the whole finger to the right side. Maybe just scrap that, okay? So because I think it's too difficult for me to adjust that. Let's just scrap that. Do this manual changes without mask. Right. I think we already got pretty long in this video, so I'm going to get rest of these changes fine tuning to the rest of the video. So yeah, and don't forget to thumb up and subscribe to my channel if you love digital art. My name is William. Bye.